We live in a world obsessed with appearances. Bigger is better. Newer is always nicer. The constant chase for the latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, and the most luxurious cars has become a norm. Social media feeds are filled with images of opulence and extravagance, making it seem like the ultimate goal in life is to accumulate more and more. But what if I told you there's a hidden power in embracing modesty? A power that goes beyond the superficial and touches the very core of our well-being. Modesty isn't just about having less, it's about appreciating more. What if looking poor is actually the new rich? Imagine finding joy in the simple things like a heartfelt conversation or a walk in the park. It's about redefining what wealth truly means. This isn't about glorifying poverty, it's about recognizing the value in what we often overlook. It's about understanding that true wealth isn't measured by material possessions, but by the richness of our experiences and the depth of our relationships. It's about understanding the freedom that comes with living below your means. When you spend less, you worry less. You have fewer financial burdens and more room to breathe. It's about escaping the relentless pressure to impress and consume. Instead of constantly trying to keep up with others, you set your own pace and priorities. I remember when I first embraced a simpler life. It wasn't an easy decision, but it was a transformative one. I sold my fancy car, downsized my home, and let go of many possessions that I once thought were essential, and started focusing on experiences over possessions. I began to value moments over materials, and it changed my perspective on life. People thought I was crazy. They couldn't understand why I would give up a life of apparent luxury. But I felt lighter, freer. The weight of unnecessary possessions was lifted off my shoulders. I was finally in control of my money, not the other way around. I could save more, invest wisely, and spend on things that truly mattered. Choosing modesty isn't always easy. It requires a shift in mindset and a willingness to go against societal norms. It means swimming against the tide. It means standing firm in your beliefs, even when others don't understand. But the rewards, financial freedom, genuine relationships, and inner peace are well worth the effort. Embracing modesty can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life, one where you are truly content with what you have. Have you ever bought one new item only to find yourself wanting a whole new set of things to go with it? Maybe it was a new dress and suddenly you felt the need for matching shoes, a handbag, and even accessories to complete the look. This isn't just a random urge, it's a psychological phenomenon that has a name. That's the Diderot effect in action. Named after the 18th century French philosopher Denis Diderot, this effect explains how one purchase can trigger a spiral of consumption. Diderot himself experienced this when he received a luxurious new dressing gown. Suddenly his old possessions seemed out of place, leading him to replace nearly everything he owned to match the elegance of his new gown. You buy a new dress and suddenly you need new shoes, a matching handbag, and maybe even a necklace to complete the look. This sneaky phenomenon preys on our desire for consistency and our susceptibility to marketing. The Diderot effect is a powerful force that can lead us to make purchases we never initially intended. It's the reason why we end up with closets full of clothes we never wear and garages overflowing with gadgets we barely use. In today's world, where advertisements and online shopping are just a click away, the Diderot effect is more prevalent than ever. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that one new item will make everything better, only to find ourselves in a cycle of endless buying. It's the reason why we end up with closets full of clothes we never wear and garages overflowing with gadgets we barely use. Recognizing the Diderot effect is the first step to breaking free from its grasp. By being mindful of our purchases and questioning our motives, we can avoid the pitfalls of this consumption spiral. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I just falling victim to the domino effect? Minimalism and mindful consumption are powerful tools to combat the Diderot effect. By focusing on what truly adds value to our lives, we can make more intentional choices. Next time you're tempted by a shiny new object, ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I just falling victim to the domino effect? By doing so, you can take control of your spending and make more thoughtful decisions. We've all heard the saying, keeping up with the Joneses. But what happens when the Joneses are drowning in debt? Lifestyle inflation is a silent killer. It's the insidious tendency to increase spending as our income rises. We get a raise, and suddenly we need a bigger house, a fancier car, and more luxurious vacations. We trap ourselves in a vicious cycle of working to fuel our ever-growing desires. We become slaves to our possessions, shackled by golden handcuffs to jobs we may even dislike. True success isn't measured by the size of our homes or the brand of our clothes. It's about living within our means, finding joy in simplicity, and having the freedom to pursue our passions. Don't let lifestyle inflation rob you of your financial security and your true potential. We've all been there. We pour money into something, a car, a relationship, a business idea, only to realize it's not working out the way we hope. But instead of cutting our losses, we keep investing, hoping to salvage what we've already put in. This is the sunk cost fallacy in action. We become emotionally attached to our past investments, even when logic dictates we should move on. We escalate our commitment, throwing good money after bad in a desperate attempt to justify our initial decision. Recognizing the sunk cost fallacy is crucial for making sound financial decisions. It's about being honest with ourselves about when to cut our losses and walk away, no matter how much we've already invested. Section 5. The price of appearances attracting the wrong crowd. Have you ever noticed how flashing your wealth can attract the wrong kind of attention? It's a common phenomenon in today's society where material possessions often take center stage. The allure of luxury can be intoxicating, but it comes with its own set of challenges. When we prioritize appearances over substance, we risk attracting superficial relationships built on envy and opportunism. These relationships are often fragile, lacking the depth and authenticity that true connections require. People may befriend us for our perceived wealth, not for who we truly are. This can lead to a sense of isolation, as we may find ourselves surrounded by individuals who are more interested in what we can offer them materially, rather than who we are as people. They may shower us with flattery and attention only to disappear when the going gets tough or when the money runs out. This can be a harsh lesson, but it's an important one to learn. The fleeting nature of such relationships can leave us feeling empty and disillusioned. True friendship is built on shared values, mutual respect, and genuine connection. These are the bonds that stand the test of time, providing support and comfort through life's ups and downs. It's not about impressing others with our possessions, but about connecting with them on a deeper level. Choose your friends wisely and seek out those who appreciate you for your character and integrity. Surround yourself with people who value you for who you are, not for what you own. These are the relationships that will bring true joy and fulfillment into your life. Remember, genuine connections are far more valuable than any material possession. In the end, it's the quality of our relationships that defines the richness of our lives. Section 6. Becoming a target. The perils of ostentation. Living in a world obsessed with material wealth can make us a target. When we flaunt our expensive possessions, we inadvertently make ourselves vulnerable to theft, fraud, and even violence. Think about it. A flashy car, designer clothes, and expensive jewelry send a clear message to the world. I have something valuable, take it. While it's not our fault if someone chooses to steal from us, it's important to be mindful of the signals we send through our outward appearance. By choosing modesty over ostentation, we can minimize our risk and live with greater peace of mind. Section 7. The 4% Rule, a beacon in uncertain times. Retirement might seem a long way off, but it's never too early to start thinking about financial security in our golden years. The 4% Rule, a guideline based on historical market data, suggests withdrawing 4% of your retirement savings each year to make it last for at least 30 years. Imagine having 1 crore rupees saved for retirement. The 4% rule allows you to withdraw 4 lakhs in the first year, adjusting for inflation each year after. While the 4% rule isn't foolproof, it provides a framework for understanding how much you can safely withdraw each year without outliving your savings. Section 8. India's savings crisis, a looming threat. India, despite its rapid economic growth, is facing a worrying trend, a declining savings rate. More and more households are struggling to save, jeopardizing their financial futures. This decline can be attributed to various factors, including rising inflation, stagnant wages, and a culture that increasingly glorifies instant gratification over long-term financial planning. It's a wake-up call for all of us. We need to prioritize saving and investing, even if it means making small sacrifices today. Our future selves will thank us. Section 9. The path to true wealth. Embracing modesty and meaning. True wealth isn't about amassing a fortune or showcasing a lavish lifestyle. It's about living a life rich in meaning, purpose, and connection. By embracing modesty, we free ourselves from the shackles of consumerism. We break free from the relentless pursuit of more and discover the joy of enough. When we let go of the need to impress others with material possessions, we create space for what truly matters: our passions, our relationships, and our contributions to the world. The path to true wealth starts with a single step: choosing to live simply, spend consciously, and find joy in the present moment. It's a journey worth taking.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.